Hello student, today we are learning the Wheatstone bridge and it carries the 2 or 3 marks. The question may be asked here to obtain the balance condition. Now if you see that this is a Wheatstone bridge is there, bridge like diagram is given and the 4 resistance are connected. Out of this 4 resistance, if one is a unknown and remaining 3 is known value, we can find out the unknown value of the resistance. Means from this bridge, we can find out the unknown resistance. Also, it is used to calibrate the instrument like the ammeter and voltmeter. Now come to the diagram of it. In Wheatstone bridge, there are the 4 resistance are there. In diagram, here P, Q, R, S. 4 resistance are connected in a quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. And B to D terminal, galvanometer is connected. Galvanometer is having the resistance is G value. Like that we can say that here are the 5 resistance are there. P, Q, R, S and the resistance of galvanometer G. Next is that this A and C terminal, diagonally opposite terminals are there, connected the battery and the key. This A terminal is connected to the higher potential and the C terminal is connected to the lower potential. Because of this, the currents are flowing from the positive terminal and into the negative terminal from it. This circuit is similar to the next circuit of it. If you stretch of this diagram, you will get this diagram is similar to the previously one. Now again come to this diagram. A, B, C, D connected the 4 resistance P, Q, R, S. G is a galvanometer connected between the B and D and A to C terminal connected the battery and the key. Now this current is flowing from the higher potential to the lower potential. That current is taken as I. This I is at junction A. It is divided into the 2 branches of it and that current is taken as I1 and I2. I1 current is flowing through the resistance P. I2 current is flowing through the resistance S. At junction B, this current I1 is reaching at point B and the 2 branches is formed and current is leaving from this and that current which is flowing through the galvanometer is taken as IG and the remaining current which is flowing through the resistance Q is taken as I1 minus IG because I1 is reaching at this point. One part of the current which is flowing through the galvanometer is IG. Remaining part means I1 minus IG is flowing through the resistance Q. Next is at junction D. If you consider as a junction D, the current is arriving at point D is I2. Current is arriving at point D is IG. Both the currents are arrived at this point and leaving this junction is I2 plus IG. That's why the current I2 plus IG is flowing through the resistance R. At point C and at junction C, 2 currents are meet at this point, that is I1 minus IG, I2 plus IG. That addition gives as IG minus IG get cancelled and addition is I1 plus I2 which is flowing through this branch of it. And this I1 plus I2 is gives as a total current I which is again flowing through the external circuit. Now here to find out the bridge balance condition, we are applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law. According to the Kirchhoff's voltage law, algebraic sum of the potential difference and the EMF of the cell is equal to the 0. Now for this Kirchhoff's voltage law, in this diagram we consider the 2 loops. First loop is A, B, D, A and second loop we consider as a B, C, D and B. And then we are applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now first loop we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. That loop is A, B, D, A in clockwise direction. When it is coming to the clockwise direction, current is flowing through this resistance in the same direction of it, taken as the potential difference. That product of resistance and current is minus negative sign of it. That's why minus I1 into P. Minus I1 into P. Next is that next current is flowing through the galvanometer. That is again the currents are flowing in the same direction. We are tracing from the same direction of it. That product is again taken as a negative sign, minus Ig into G. Now current is flowing in this direction. We are tracing the loop in opposite direction of it. That product is taken as a positive. That's why in that case product I2 into S is taken as a positive. Minus I1P minus IG G plus I2S. That addition of the algebraic sum of the potential difference and the EMF of the cell is equal to 0. EMF is not included in this loop. Therefore, that addition gives us the 0 value. Equation number 1. Now, same thing we apply for the second loop of it. That loop is B, C, D, B. Applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law in a clockwise direction. Again come to this point. Current we are tracing in the clockwise direction. And the current which is flowing through the resistance Q. That's why the product I1 minus Ig into Q taken as the minus sign. Minus I1 minus Ig into Q. Next is that current is flowing in opposite direction of our path. Therefore, that product is taken as a positive, I2 plus Ig into R. And again the product is taken as a positive because we are going in a clockwise direction which is opposite to the current of it, plus Ig into G is equal to 0. That equation gives us the equation number 2. Now here we are applying the balance condition, and that balance condition is there if we are adjusting this 4 resistance of it. When we adjust the 4 resistance of it, and at one stage this galvanometer shows a 0 deflection. When it shows a deflection, 0 deflection, when the current is not flowing through it, that time Ig is equal to 0. This value Ig is equal to 0. We substitute into the equation number 1 and 2. And this condition Ig is equal to 0, galvanometer does not show the any deflection of it, 0 deflection, is called as the balance condition. Bridge is balanced for it. Then substituting the value of it, we get the first equation. Now come to that, Ig is equal to 0. Substitute here, Ig is equal to 0. That product becomes as a 0. Minus I1P minus 0 plus I2S is equal to 0. Come to the next side of it, I1P is equal to I2S. Equation number 3. Now we are substituting the Ig is equal to 0 into equation number 2. Ig is equal to 0 means this value becomes as a 0. Next bracket becomes as a 0. Third term is totally becomes as a 0 product. And then we'll write the equation is minus I1 minus 0 into Q plus I2 plus 0 into Q plus 0 is equal to 0 value. Then minus I1Q is equal to minus I2R, and then taken as a I1Q is equal to I2R, which is equation number 4. Divide this equation number 3 by equation number 4. After dividing, we get here the equation I1P upon I1Q, which is equal to I2S upon I2R. Then I1 get cancelled for the left side of it. I2 gets cancelled for the right side of it, and remaining term we get here P upon Q is equal to S upon R, equation number 5. This equation number 5 is called as a balance condition of a Wheatstone bridge. Now see that if the value of the P, we have to calculate the value of the P is not given and the QRS is given, we can get the equation is to find out the P. P is equal to S upon R into Q. Then subtracting the value of the S, R, Q, we can get the value of the P here. Thank you.